Welcome to Chanakya Educational Hub, where your journey towards knowledge and success begins.
Like a future of abroad education, particularly for, once Trump is going to become like a president of United States of America, what type of, things is going to be happen and how this is impacts to particularly for Indian students. This is what exactly we want to discuss. In the last 15-20 days, so much of speculations are coming up. Oh, this is going to be happen, something like that. The reason we want to encourage, okay, regarding me, my name is Venkat Ikkurthy, and I'm a U.S. citizen. Yes, this is my U.S. passport. I think probably you're all able to see this is my U.S. passport, and I'm working with a couple of Indian universities as well as American universities as a faculty. For last 25 years, I'm in U.S. And 10 years I worked as a lecturer in particularly in Guntur area, and last 20 25 years I'm in US working with universities as well as corporate with the clinical trials, drug development, in programming side. So using this experience, I want to share my views, particularly for students who wants to get success in US, particularly for US. This is, I told you, like, this is an informative session, and you can ask the questions, whatever the questions you have it. We are going to clarify almost every question. Can you please mute yourself? Somebody is like, mute yourself. That's the important. And coming back to here, first of all, I told you, like, this is like today we are going to start it at 10:30, like my time is 12 o'clock midnight. Like, I mean, just now I showed my passport, I'm a US citizen, like this. Generally, most of the times, American education is a dream for every person. Because in this session, a lot of these people, like, students, particularly for engineering graduates or even pharmacy graduates, they wanted to come to US because as definitely America is a land of opportunities. So how we want to success in their dream, that is the reason we need to take some precautions. Now, what precautions is required, that's we are going to discuss in this session. Okay. Now, I told you, like, American education is a dream for a lot of, not 100%, lot of people. And America is a land of opportunities. If you go to Canada, if you go to Germany, if you go to Australia, nobody is going to talk about Australia is a land of opportunities. That one word is America is a land of opportunities. So that is the reason everybody wants to land in America. Of course, America has some problem. They are looking into other opportunities. Most of the times, America is their first choice. First choice. When you see this one is another meaning of real happiness is quality education. Education is different and quality education is different. So we are more focused about like a quality education. For that case, we need to give a better advices to the students. Better advices means here, I'm using that word here is select right guru first. If you are at right guru, you never did anything wrong. If you are not at right guru, whatever you are doing is wrong. So that means first select the right institute, select the right mentor. That's the more important. So how we want to do this? Most of the cases, it is true. Studying in US represents an incredible opportunity and significant milestone. American education is renowned for its diverse, inclusive of learning environment, totally different atmosphere, innovative teaching methods, new teaching methodologies, and of course, research opportunities. Plenty of research opportunities are available, particularly in the US. So that is the reason all these people wants to come to, particularly for US. So what is benefits? Diverse programs depending upon our interest, world class faculty. The faculty is like, if you see Nobel laureates, how many Nobel laureates from US and how many from other countries. You know that. If you consider about the top 500 universities, how many universities belongs to in US and how many with the rest of the country, rest of the world. You know that resources and facilities, cultural diversity, and of course, most important is career opportunities. So graduates from American institutions often find that their degrees are highly valued globally, leading to numerous careers opportunities. These are all the benefits. Like, if you want to read certain things, diversified, world-class faculty. The more important is across the globe, there is a gap between industry and education across the globe. It's been in India or even US also. But when US, that gap is little bit less. Other countries gap is little bit more because of industry and education working together. That means they want to reduce a gap between industry and education, particularly in US universities. The university professors are going to the camp, I mean, industry, and they are going to share their fundamental knowledge, and industries have more advancements. They are going to learn those advancements, techniques, except all these things. Then they are going to share their knowledge to the students. That is the reason the gap is little bit less compared to other countries. That is the faculty got improve. Improve means continuous learning is there itself. So that is the additional advantages, particularly in American education. Of course, like achieving an American education indicative of many, symbolizing the academic excellence and opportunities. So, if you consider about this, what are the advantages? How we want to enter into that part? Those are all things is required nowadays. Challenges. What are the challenges here? The very first one is financial cost. Tuitions and living expenses are very high compared to other countries. Of course, because of the quality, because of the standards of living, it is expensive. And application process, the process is pretty much is like rigorous. They want to go with standardized testing scores, assess and recommendations. More important is recommendation letters. You need to write it down lot of things. Finally, the more challenging is like adjustment, cultural. For example, now, particularly when you are in India, your temperatures are a little bit different. We are like a freezing temperature. No, that means we need to see the culture and atmosphere little bit different. So these are all the different challenges, particularly for here. Suppose if you want to come to US, if you want to come to US and if you want to read, if you want to study in US, what is required for a student? If you want to come to US and study as a subject, first you should know about you need to have a visa. That visa is F1 visa. F1 visa is a type of non-immigrant visa. That means that criteria is immigrants and non-immigrant. F1 is nothing but a non-immigrant visa in the United States that allows an international student to pursue their academic studies or language training programs in the US. Some key points. So, first of all, you need to make sure that if I want to go to US, I need to have a F1 visa. That's the more important. How we are going to apply the F1 visa? How we are going to apply like a universities? Which is the best university? Those type of things we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss now. Now, purpose. What is the purpose of this F1 visa? F1 visa is nothing but the F1 visa is especially for students enrolled in academic programs. The more important is academic programs, including universities, colleges, high schools, private elementary schools, seminars, conversations, and other academic institutions. All these purposes we need to apply F1 visa. That's very important, of course. It also covers student participating in language training programs also. So that means if you want to study, if you want to learn something, you need to apply a visa. That visa is nothing but a F1 visa. That's the more first of all. What is this F1 visas? SEVP, approved school. That means particularly for example, in India, we have UGC recognized colleges, AICTC approved colleges. Because a degree is coming from that particular UGC approved colleges or AICTC approved, then only your degree is valid across the globe, across the globe. Similarly, here also, America has almost, you won't believe it, more than 25,000 universities are there. Out of these 25,000 universities, you need to get student and exchange visitor program. Student and exchange visitor program is SEVP. That approved, but must be, you must be accepted by SEVP approved institution. What is SEP means? Student and exchange visitor program. That's more important. The next one is like full-time enrollment. Lot of people, lot of going to mention lot of things, not 100% correct. As a full-time student, you need to enroll as a full-time enrollment. And of course, most important is English proficiency. For that case, they are going to test your TOEFL skills, TOEFL, or very few institutions they are going with IELTS, some Duolingo, some OTP, some other stuff, and also financial support. Because if you want to come to abroad, if you want to come to this country and you are studying, that means somebody need to support you. Somebody need financially support, whether it may be your father or your mother or your banker. That type of support is required. So we have to provide proof of sufficient financial resources to cover your tuition and living expenses. Tuition and living expenses, financial support is required. And of course, non-immigrant intent. That means you need to tell them, hey, I am coming into this US for my study purpose. Then after that, I want to go back. So these are all eligibility requirements. I'm telling the what is eligibility. First one is SEVP approved school. You need to go to the university or school and college. You need to check with is this approved or not. Then you need to apply as a full-time student. Of course, good knowledge of English is required, financial support, and non-immigrant intent. These are all the eligibility requirements, first of all. Then, once your SEP is approved, for example, you are selected or obtain acceptance from that approved school or college, you will receive a form of I-20, that called as I-20. Once you got it, then you need to pay service fees. You need to pay the fees. Then after the DS-160 form, you need to fill that form with all the facts. No lies. That's more important is no lies. All the facts. Application DS-160. Then after that, once it is filled, then you need to apply, you need to schedule a visa interview. Then you need to go to the American consulate, whether it may be Hyderabad or Delhi or Calcutta or even Chennai, something like go to the visa interview. Once visa is interview is completed, then prepare the necessary documents. You need to take the documents, including your I-20, fee receipts, DS confirmation page, passport, financial proof, and any other supporting documents. That is the process. First, you need to select the school. That school is accepted your application form. Then you need to pay the fees. Then you need to fill the DS-160 form. Then after that, schedule for interview. And once your interview got scheduled, then you need to gather all the information. Then professionally, you need to go to the consulate. Then you need to explain them, hey, I'm studying this. I'm going to this college. I want to, something like that. Very, very, very simple questions. Don't say any lies. Everything is honest. That's more important. Is lot of times people are going to reject their visas. I will explain you those things in next slides. Why visa is going to be rejected. This is the application process, particularly for this. Next, during your stay, when you are coming here itself, maintain full-time enrollment. Remain enrolled as a full-time student. The more important is you are coming as a full-time student here. Employment. Lot of times people are going to mention that if I am a student, I can do the job. No, absolutely no. But certain limitations, certain conditions are there. What are those conditions? If you are working, if you are studying in a college, probably college is giving a teaching assistant post. teaching assistant. So then you can work some 20 hours per week or something like that. So something like that. You, because you are a full-time student, you cannot work outside of the campus. That is illegal. That's illegal. So that's the reason, don't do that type of things. So employment options are very limited, but can include on-campus work and optional practical training related to your field of study. That one. And of course, always you should follow the rules, comply with all visa requirements, and maintain your student status. That's more important. Is a lot of times people going to consider that, oh, I'm going to land in US. You won't believe that after 28, how many people are going to be deported from US. Millions of people, millions, because of the illegal work, illegal immigrants, a lot of things. Okay, now suppose if you want to get it, see, F1 visa allows you to study in US. Study, you want F1 visa means study and participate in practical training opportunities related to your field of study. For more details, suppose when you click this one, travel.state.gov, content, travel, etc., everything. Suppose when you click this link, you will find, I will share my another screen now. See, when you see this one, travel.state.gov, the US Department of State. What is this student visa? How university, colleges, high schools, they have provided every information. They are going to provide you everything. Nothing like, they are not going to hide anything. Better to utilize the resources. So travel.state.gov contains all the information, all the colleges information, all approved colleges information. You don't need to go to any other place. First of all, just go and check this information. That information is available. That 100% that information is available. That is for government site. Government site is the very, very important here. Suppose, for example, when you see this link, US student visa, there is tremendous decrement because of why. You know the reason. We will discuss about those things in later stages. For example, student visa information. I told you, like, student visa, generally all these things. F1 visa approvals, that we will discuss little bit about later. F1 student information. All those things we are going to discuss. Why we want to discuss these things is, first, we want to provide a good information. First of all, lot of times students, they don't have a right information. You must have a right information. For that case, you need to choose a right person. Right person. That's more important. Is how we want to do this. For example, when you see this one, optional practical training. General people are going to consider OPT. What is OPT? OPT means optional practical training. Generally, there are two types of OPTs. One is pre-completion of OPT, post-completion of OPT. Generally, sometimes, people are working with OPT also. So, how we are going to get OPT? F1 visa status is required. You must maintain a valid F1 status at least one full academic year. That's the one thing. And full-time enrollment program is required. Employment relation. This job must be directly related to your field of study. You are a computer science programmer. You can work with the computer side, programming side, something like that. So the job must be directly related to your field of study. And you can apply OPT up to 90 days before you complete your academic program, not later than 60 days after completion of it. There are certain rules. So because you need to follow those rules, because you came on student visa, you need to follow those rules. So if you want to get a OPT, these are all the rules. F1 visa status is required, full-time enrollment is required, and employment, relationship is very important. And also, like, for example, if you are a mechanical engineer, for example, if you are a mechanical engineer and you are going to work with computer science, that is not related. That is the problem. First of all, you need to prove that. Oh, suppose, even though if you completed your mechanical degree in India and you are coming into US with your master's on computer science or cybersecurity or data science, probably it may fit. It may be related, first of all. So that is the reason. The job must be directly related to your field of study. That's more important. Uh, Timing, I told you, like, you can apply 90 days before and not later than 60 days after completion. These are all the eligibility criteria for OPTs. Then standard OPT and the STEM OPTs. STEM means, like S represents science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. These four subjects, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, these people are going to get 36 months, 3 years of OPT. Standard OPT, for example, if you are a MBA graduate, for example, MBA management graduate is not comes under STEM. STEM means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Okay, these areas. On that time, what they are going to get? They are going to get only 12 months. Only 12 months. But even though they are doing some management, they want to put like a business analytics or data analytics, something like that, because they want to get 36 months of OPT. Those are all acceptable, I think. It's not a big issue. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So STEM. So these people are going to get 3 years of OPT, and other people are going to get only one year. Then you need to ask the universities, hey, this course is under STEM category or non-STEM category. Suppose if it is a STEM category, yes, I strongly encouraging better to go with the STEM OPT, because you are getting 3 years of OPT. Otherwise, only 1 year. Okay, that is the one thing. Is how you want to do this. Request to OPT. First of all, you need to write a request. See, get a recommendation from your designated school official, that is known as DSO. DSO, who will update your service record and provide with you new form of I-20. That's one request. Submit your form of I-765. Then once it is got it, finally, then you are going to get your EAD, Employment Authorization Document, Employment Authorization Document card. Once your documentation is in your hand, then you are ready to work. Officially, you are ready to work. So ready to work with that to certain conditions. When you are going back to OPT, yes, these are all the rules. Employment relation is very important. Timing is important. Full-time enrollment is important. These are all the things is important. Of course, your DSO is going to help all those things. That's not a big issues. Everybody is going to get those type of things. But where is the problem is? Problem is we are your intention is you want to come to US and you want to settle in US, you want to make a good career or something like that. For that case, your skill set is important. What type of skill set you have it? That's the next question. Next question is, in particularly in US, particularly for when you see this one, for example, you have computers knowledge. Just having with a small knowledge is not enough. You should have a good knowledge. You are going to develop a applications. You need to prove that I am a more valuable asset to the organization. Then only you are able to get the opportunities. Otherwise no. So that's the reason, improve your skill set. First of all, first step is improve your skill set. And of course, unemployment periods and reporting requirements, etc., everything. Your post completion of OPT allows for up to 90 days of unemployment. 90 days. For STEM OPT, additional 60 days is permitted, total 150 days. Maximum you can stay 90 days, and STEM 150 days unemployment. Reporting requirement, student must report their employment details. Any changes to employment, the period of employment to DSO. They are going to track all that information. It's a technology, they are going to track it. So that is the reason, if you have that OPT, I strongly encouraging better to think about STEM side, STEM approved courses. What are the benefits? Gain practical experience. More important is practical experience. And a lot of times, these people are going to use OPT and they are going to file their H1s, H1B work visa, and other long-term employment visas. So that means people, the easiest path to get your green card is H1B. If you want to get a H1B directly, it seems to be tough nowadays. So that's the reason people are coming into US for masters. Then after that, they want to do like OPT or job, then the company is going to file your H1B, the next process. So that means if you want to get your H1B, this your OPT helps to as a bridge, helps as a bridge. You are going to prove yourself when you are working in a company. Yes, I know this, etc. Then company think about, hey, this guy is required for us. Then they are going to file your H1B, file H1B. So that is the benefits for this. I told you, OPT is a valuable opportunity for international students to apply their academic knowledge in real world settings, because there is a huge gap between these two, academic and industry, because they are going to apply their academic knowledge into real world settings, enhancing their professional skills and boosting their career prospects. These are all the things is very, very important, particularly when you are working in a corporate. Only your ultimate goal is you want to enter into corporate, first of all. That's what you are investing 40 to 50 lakhs or something. At least we need to get that money back, at least. So for that case, you want to get a job. For that case, you need to have a skills. Those particularly for OPTs really helps for you a lot. Suppose sometimes a people like a very big company for so many years of experience, probably lot of experience, then they are going to allow you to work. That is nothing but curricular practical training. That is CPT. CPT is also a type of work authorization for F1 visa students in the United States. It allows to students to gain practical experience in the field of study through employment, internships, cooperative education programs, etc. Everything. Some universities offering some CPT also. But most of the people, most of the students, they are going the path like this: F1, then after that OPT, that also STEM OPT, then H1B, something like that. That is the way they are going to do this. Now, purpose I told you, CPT is for integrate practical work experience with an academic curriculum. A person having 10 years of experience in certain areas, then he want to correlate with academic. For that case, is they are going to provide you CPT. Same thing, both the situation you must complete it at least one academic year, 2 semesters of full-time study at a SEVP certified institution. Then only you are eligible for to get your CPT. So otherwise, you need to understand. A lot of times, if you are going with some X or Y or Z or some consultancies, they don't want to say all these things. Simply, you need to pay the fees and you need to get an application. You will get all those things. Finally, operation grand success, patient dead. That is going to be happen. I know I saw a lot of students, they are struggling a lot. Their institutions are not good. Their placements are very bad. Even though they have spent a lot of money. They spent a lot of money. You won't believe how much money it is. So this much of money they are spending, they are struggling. So that is the reason when you are going for an interview, when you are going to choose the institute, I mean college, think about to twice. Hey, this college is good or not. This is good means this is what is my skill set. What is my skill set? How much TOEFL score I have it? How much GRE score I have it? All these things. I know a lot of people. They are going to reject their visas. Why they are going to reject the visas? Probably that we will discuss after 5-10 minutes. Then we'll discuss. And also I told you like a part-time CPT, 20 hours per week while school is in session. Full-time CPT when it is summer break, yes, you can work more than 20 hours per week. Summer break, the program is not there, while the session is there, only 20 hours. So for that case, DSO I-20 update, DSO is required. Provide evidence to job offer related to your field of study. That's very important. These are all the things, like particularly for people are going with the CPTs. Just the duration is like depending upon the project, duration is something like this. There are some conditions are there for particularly for this. Why? Where the problem is, if they are not to follow the rules, there is the problem. In America, we need to follow the rules. We need to follow the rules. There is no exception. Rule is rule. If you are not following the rules, yes, that is the problem. That Trump is won the election only because of immigration. not any other thing, only immigration. The main focus is for immigration. You are coming legally in this country, legally to America, and work legally, no illegal things, you are safe. I'm using that word again, you are safe. Suppose if you are doing some illegal things, you are in trouble. You are in trouble. That is 100%. So that is the reason students make sure that, hey, whether I'm going to US, I'm asking a very simple question. Sometimes people are, parents are coming, when I'm in India, I'm in Guntur, they're asking like, oh, I want to go to abroad. I'm telling you, coming to US is one of the best decision in your life. I'm using that word again, one of the best decision in your life. But when you are coming to US, your father or your mother or your banker, any one of them is going to give at least 40 to 50 lakhs rupees funding. How you are going to return that money back to them? Simple question. How you are going to return that money back to them? Oh, people may, I want to do the job. Yes, good, very good. But tell me, what is the skill set to do a job in US? I know little bit C, I know little bit Java, I know little bit Python, I know little bit this. Is it make sense to get a job with a little knowledge? You need to learn subject perfectly. Perfectly. Then only you are able to get a job. If you are not getting the perfectly, and you know that, like, YouTube contains tons of videos. Our people means particularly here. You are not writing your GRE exam. You are paying money and somebody is taking the exam. American government knows everything. Because I know you are studying in college. Suppose if you got 320 marks in GRE, that means you got your BTech degree in IITs or NITs, IITs or NITs. You are studying in a college, your MSET rank is more than 1 lakh. How can you get a 320 score? That is the reason simply they are rejecting their visas. They don't want to see any of your documents, first of all. You are taking a lot of bunch of documents. They are not going to say. Think about it. Your intermediate score and your college ranking, and depending upon that, your GRE score. A lot of universities they don't need GRE. Now, lot of universities they don't need GRE. Just TOEFL is enough. Get a right person. TOEFL is not a rocket science. Get a right faculty. Learn just weekly 2 hours, weekly 3 hours. You need to work hard. Definitely, you will get a good score. You will get a good score. That's enough. That's enough. Even if you want to go to GRE, take a GRE trainings, just arithmetic and reasoning, those type of things, right? People, just Sundays, work hard. Definitely you will get your score 300, 305, something like that. It should be fine. Why we want to do all these things? That's everybody knows about it, all these things, but nobody is going to talk like this. I'm telling you a friend, I know that, I know the situations. People are rejecting the visa means they are crying. My visa got rejected twice. I know the reason it is why it got rejected. The reason is think about all these things. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. Okay, going back here itself. Benefits, I told you, real world experiences. Professional networking. The networking is very, very important. Networking means you need to have a network with the professionals. Similarly, for enhanced employability, particularly for students with F1 having good experience, everything, they can use their CPTs and etc. Everything we can do that. Again, the same process. DS-120 schedule for interview. Yes. Now we are talking about like visa approval and refusal rates worldwide fiscal year. What is meant by fiscal year here? Fiscal year means in US, Department of State and USCS starts from October 1st to September 30th. That is their US fiscal year. Fiscal year for 2023 starts October 1st, 2022, ends with September 30, 2023. That is the fiscal year. In this fiscal year, when you see this one, 2013 worldwide information, this one, approval rate is 76.94%, refusal is 23%, 23.06%. Suppose coming back to 2023, 63.74 is the approval rate and refusal is 36%. 36%. Particularly in COVID time, it got more approval rate, like 80%. This is the F1 because all this information is available in government website. Travel.state website contains all this information, all that information. When you see this one is like this one, this is the approval rate and refusal rate. This is the way you are able to see all these things. Now, when you see this one, same thing like that. Fiscal year, I told you 2013 to 2023, something like this. When you see this, India, total F1 visa approvals and the issuances for fiscal year for individuals with the nationality as India. For that case, when you see this one, fiscal year 2018, only approvals is 42,694. Coming back to 2023, the visa approvals is 131,000. That means three times more. Three times more. That is going to happen. This is the way. Like how many positions are there? How many positions are there? How many visas are there? That they don't consider about it. But whereas they are going to apply, and they are going to get rejection or this is the approvals. First of all, the approvals rate is like this. Suppose if your visa got rejected, why it is got rejected? First one is insufficient financial proof. Insufficient financial proof. Lack of ties to home country. They are going to think that, oh, he is not coming back. That's the reason. Inadequate academic preparation. Inadequate academic preparation means, oh, you are studying some ex college with your computer science degree and you are going to some university, you are doing something. You need to get all that information. Incomplete or incorrect application. See, I told you honesty is the best policy. You need to go to honesty. Like failure to meet health requirements, you need to go with the health requirements. That's also very important. Previous immigration violations. Suppose if you have any violation, that's a big problem. Big problem. Because in particularly for US, they have all fingerprints and everything. They can track all those things. So previous immigration violations. Inconsistent answers during the interview. In interview is people are going for interview. I know that they are staying probably less than a minute or two max. So in these 2 minutes, they are asking a very simple questions. You need to tell them very clear, concise answers. That's more important. If you are giving a inconsistent answers during the interview, probably your application is going to be rejected. In other things, all academic and your TOEFL scores and your E scores, all those things. That's one thing. These are all the things, these are all the reasons it got going to be rejected. Suppose, for example, here is the prerequisites. First of all, admission to approval institute. That must be student and exchange visitor program. That's mandatory. Full-time student status is required. You must ensure that a full-time student, not a part-time student, full-time student. English proficiency. For that case, you need to go with the TOEFL or IELTS or Duolingo or something like OUT. Sufficient funds is required. For that case, people are going with the bank loans, etc. Everything. Ties with the home country. Oh, you need to prove, oh, I'm coming back. I want to come back after completion of my graduation. You need to prove that. I-20, that's very important. Valid passport, visa application fees, and supporting documents. In the supporting documents is test scores, proof of health insurance, financial support, academic records, etc., 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 all these things. You need to have a step by step, line by line, you need to put it and put a good file and all that information. Then you need to go because you need to do it. A lot of times you are not going to do anything, just your some ex consultancy or why they are going to do all these things. That's not fair. You need to do your own. People like us, people like some ex is going to help how to prepare all those things. Go to their website. Go to their website. If you want to apply certain university, check with that university is approved or not. If it is approved, directly you can apply. You can I'm using that word, directly go to that university, apply directly straight away. You don't need to take any help from any other people. Straight away you can go and you can apply those things. You will get if your qualification is good and everything, you will get it. Nobody is going to enter anything, frankly speaking. That is the US education standard, first of all. So that is the reason Once you got your I-22 or email, then you need to prepare all the documents. On that time, if you want to, you can take a counseling session from an experienced person. Hey, how I need to talk, how I need to communicate, how I need to dress, how I need to, all that type of things. That's only one thing, is that is nothing but a visa help or interview or counseling process. That only one thing is required, first of all. Because suppose the chances of every university, they have a chances. Oh, this is the range of TOEFL score. This is the range of this. The chances of funding is this much. This is the fee structure. Everything they are going to provide. Everything. So you don't need to worry about it. You need to worry about it. So reason is, I'm telling you, lot of times in India, the consultancies. I'm telling the word itself is, I am going to teach swimming. I'm going to put a big board. I'm going to teach swimming here. Within a small bracket, I don't know swimming. I don't know swimming. Are you going to join with me? No. That is the reason I told you, like, this is my American passport. If the person having American passport means at least the person stay in this country for at least 15, 20 years. Then only I'm able to get an American passport. It's not possible. I came on H1, 6 years. After that, 5, 6 years with the green card. Then after that, I got my citizenship in 2016, almost like, 8, 9 years back. So that is the concept behind it, is select a right person first. If you are not selecting a right person, whatever you are doing is wrong. That leads to big problem. You are losing a lot of money by end of the day. Okay. Now, so I told you, like, study in the states .dhs.gov school search. If you go to this link. See, that is not a department. DHS means Department of Homeland Security. That is a government, US government site that contains all the information. What is the approved schools? You can search that approved is there or not. Then you can apply those things. This is the way. The study in states, Homeland Security, school search. You can select those things within the country. You can select with the school name, etc., everything. Then you are able to get that information. You don't need to go to any other place. I'm telling you that what is, you need to go to any other place. Simply you need to go. You need to have some information. Some information. For that case, select a right person. Hey, I want to see my documents. I want to get information. That's enough. And select a right person with the TOEFL. Select a right person with the GRE or GMAT. What if you want to go to MS? GRE is required for good institutes. And of course, if you want to do a master MBA program, SGMAT is required. For that case, there are so many books are available. Barron's publications offer there. So very good books. Go and buy that book and you can prepare it. You know that like GRE and GMAT exam is valid for 5 years. 5 years. Even if you are a first year BTech degree, you can take the examination. That will be valid for 5 years. So absolutely, because once your intermediate got completed, you are strong in mathematics. Definitely, you are able to get good score. Because lot of times students, they don't know lot of these things. They don't know a lot of things. So you make sure that you have a plan. You have a plan of action. That plan of action is nothing but to get a success. As a BTech graduate, what I need to do? Oh, I want to go to abroad, for example. Start now. I mean, first year. I want to get a campus placement, work on certain things. I want to get a job, certain things. I want to go to masters. For that case, IITs and some other institutions, you need to target it. Problem is with the person, they don't have a goal, nobody is going to help. So you must have a goal, first of all. For that case, still we are working even midnight by 1 o'clock or 2, almost like at 12:30, 12:40. Midnight. Why you are working? Education converts to a quality education. That's more important. Is education must be. We need quality education. The another meaning of real happiness is quality education. I'm using that word again. Another meaning of real happiness is quality education. So for that case, I told you, like, don't lie to immigration officers. Some rules regarding to personal classes, academic integrity. These are all purpose of visit. When you are going for interview, they're asking like, what is the purpose of a visit? Why you want to? Documentation, bring all the necessary documents, including your passport, visa application, supporting documents, financial proof, academic records, employment letters, and something like that. Consistency is the important. Clear communication, speak clearly and confidently. If you don't understand the question, don't be hesitate, you can ask again next time. Intend to return, oh, after completion of my graduation I want to come back, something like that. Financial stability, legal compliance, and professional behavior. That's more important, because when I see this session, some Priya is put in a unmute and she is talking. That means that is the unprofessional behavior. That's what it is. You need to go with a professional behavior. That's very important. The midnight, even 11, 12 o'clock is my time. Why I'm wearing with the blazer and all these things? Professional behavior is very, very important. Be polite and respectable immigration officers are those help and maintain the professional, operator can positively impact the outcome of your visit. That's more important. Answer honestly. Very, very important is honesty is the very important. Okay. Provide truthful answers to all the questions. If you have any relatives in US, tell them, yeah, when distinct relatives, my cousins are there itself. That's fine. They can track it. They can track all of your information. They are going to track your Facebook accounts, your WhatsApp accounts, your Twitter accounts, all those accounts they are going to track. I'm sure on their side. So for that case, you don't hide anything. Just to tell them frankly, oh, this is what exactly I want to go to US for this purpose. Something. Stay calm. Like, it's natural to feel nervous, but staying calm is composed help us communicate more effectively. These are all the things you need to figure it out. You need to figure it out. For example, when you see last week and 2 weeks back, last yeah, I came. When I'm in Bombay airport, I bought these books like Attitude is for Everything, and you see this one and 11 Rules for Life, Robinson Crusoe, and Compound Effect every day like this. When you have a time and go and read good books, definitely that is really really helps to get answers in right direction. That's very important. That's those are all the things you want. And also when you are coming into our offices, that is at the Bradipet Chanika Educational Hub, it's quite opposite to Vajram Hotel. See, we have a books like, see, when you see US news, America's best colleges. America's best colleges. You can open the book, you can see the college name and what is the criteria and how much of percentages, what is the placements, everything is there. Grab it. and you need to write it down. Oh, this is my skill set. These are all the universities is fit for my purpose. Then you can apply those things. Similarly, best college list, we have other books also in our offices. So these are all the things I want to explain, those areas particularly for this. Now you can ask me the questions. Now you can open the chat window and you can ask the questions, whatever the questions you have it, then definitely we are going to discuss those questions. Okay. I think I have a couple of messages here. Messages here. Okay. Yeah. Tell me like any questions. Hello. All of you able to hear me? Hello, sir. I am studying BTech third year. Kumari. Okay. So, yeah, see, you are studying BTech third year. That should be good. I don't know which college you are from, which college. And if you want to come to US, particularly for US, for example, where are you, Kumari? Which city you are in right now? You can activate your audio and you can talk. Vijayawada. Okay. Which college? So, BTech third year was like that should be good. So definitely, like third year you can start with your GRE or even TOEFL. Like you can take 6 months. You can work right now. Then after that, you can take the examination. Be honest, and you can prepare all those things. get your scores by your own effort, by your own efforts, then automatically, like, that is really, really helpful. So first of all, okay, yeah, definitely. Which course I am planning to go to MS in abroad? Which course I need to take it? See, you are in BTech second year. Second year, I'm telling, like, BTech second year. What is your branch? What is your branch? It is computer science or data science or artificial intelligence or machine learning, whatever it is. Like, depending upon that, you need to choose your course. First of all, depending upon, you need to choose your course. So for that case, we need to have a good information. That's the reason. I will ask, like, Swapna's number. Let's ask Swapna to schedule a 15 minutes meeting. 15 minutes meeting on evening. Generally, I will be available in online by your timings, like 4:30 to 6 o'clock, evening 4:30 to 6 o'clock. Ask, better to join with your parents. Better to join with your parents. That's more important. Then definitely we can discuss. Swapna, can you please write it down, that Bhavana and Kumari number? And somebody is asking a
Sure,
question.
sir.
Ravani, something like, "Good morning, sir. Uh, how to choose the state for pharmacy student?" See, this is like, pharmacy students. We are talking about the facts. After 2002, a pharmacy graduate is not eligible to take NAPLES examination. That is 100%. Again, I'm telling you, after 2002, a pharmacy graduate is not eligible to take NAPLES examination. First of all, when you are coming into US, what type of courses you are going to do this? Somebody mentioned, like, SAS programming. Somebody mentioned, like, clinical data management, drug safety, pharmacovigilance, etc., etc. Which course has which where you are able to get a job? Where you are able to get a job? That's the more important is. So for that case, what type of skill set you have it? First of all, this is like a generalized discussion. We cannot discuss more on this side. So better you can connect me evening time after 4 o'clock or 4:30 with your parents. I'm using that word again, with your parents, because by end of the day, your parents is going to fund, or your banker is going to give that money to come to abroad. How you are going to return? How you are going to return that money back to them? That is the challenging part. So that's the reason we want to give a better advice. Means in this session we have like almost 20, 22 people or 30 people are there. In this 30 people have BTech background, like, B pharmacy or MPA, some other courses. That is the reason we are not able to give a perfect advice in a generalized manner. Better you can connect in a one-to-one meeting. That should be really, really better. Bhavana, some people are telling that TOEFL and GRE exams in BTech fourth year. I told you, like, better you can check with the TOEFL. TOEFL is valid for 2 years or 3 years. I think 3 years. GRE is valid for 5 years. I'm sure on that, sir, 5 years. So definitely, like, even you are in second year, if you are complete your GRE exam now, it will be valid for another 5 years. That means, and 2 years your fourth year is completed, then you can go for abroad. That's the reason. It's not like a fourth year. That I'm telling you, select a right person. The more important word is right person, because if you want to get a training from TOEFL, talk to us later. Actually, talk to us later. And we wanted to give a right advice. First of all, you need to get a good score. That's the one thing. Every Sunday, 3 hours. Every Sunday, 3 hours. If you really work hard, yes, we are going to help you. We are going to help you. If you are not interested to work hard, no. If you have a skill, nobody is going to stop you. If you don't have skill, nobody is going to help you. I'm using that word again. If you have a skill, nobody is going to stop you. If you don't have skill, nobody is going to help you. That's the one thing you need to remember it. Second one is, select a right person first. Select a right guru first. If you are a right guru, you never did anything wrong. If you are not a right guru, whatever you are doing is wrong. That's the second important point. Okay. Now, they can talk to us. Absolutely, it's fine. Any other questions? We have only 5 more minutes left. Full scholarship, any university, MS Computer Science, tell me, sir. Full scholarship for any university in USA. Not, I don't want to say that word full funding, I mean scholarship or funding. Yes, depending upon a person is, I know personally, I know a person, he completed his BTech in IIT. He got a good scores, and he is one of the best universities in US. He got 50% funding, 50% funding, and teaching assistant. That means $1,800 per month. That means almost close to full funding. Full funding. That is going to be happen first of all. A person having a good skill. Sudhakar Gar seems to be of a doctorate. Are you working as a professor or some other colleges? Where are you working? Hello. Okay. Oh, you're freelance. Okay. That should be good. Hmm. Yeah, definitely the chances are funding is there itself, first of all. Right. Yeah, Sudhakar garu, can you please share your phone number? I will talk to you later actually. Sopna, take his number, then we'll talk later. Okay. Any other questions? What are the job prospects for international students after graduation in the country I will be studying in? See, we are talking about like where are you studying? Suppose Anusha, you are talking about international students in US or international students in what are you studying? First question is you need to ask your question very clearly. Oh, Venkat, I am studying in US, so and so. What are the chances of getting my job in US? That is the clarity question. Suppose this session, most of the people are in India, for example. So that means the people who wants to come to abroad, what is required, what they need to know those things. That is the intention of this program. Your question is, what are the job prospects for international students after graduation? So and so, something like this in this country. About QS ranking, what is QS? What is QS? I don't know. What is say that's the one thing is about QS ranking. Tell me, sir. Okay, so Anusha, you can ask, you can put your question is clarity wise. Definitely, I told you like international students are they are able to get the opportunities for sure, provided if you have good skill set. If you have a good skill set, you will get opportunities. Again, lot of people consider about like oh Trump is coming and he wants to so lot of things. No, never, never, never. All these statements Trump is more concerned about illegals, more concerned about illegals, not legals. You are coming legally and you are follow the American rules. You are studying. Once you got a job, then you are absolutely you are in safe. You are in safe. Your intention is I want to do some part time. I want to do something. I want to do this much. No, absolutely is really tough. Tough intention. And other one is I am Ramanjanelu from Pharmacy Vignan Vishakhapatnam. How much we get scholarships, sir, to study in MS in USA? I told you, like, getting scholarship is influenced with so many factors, depending upon your academic background, your institution, and of course, like, then your communication. Probably they are not going to give a free scholarships. People call it as funding. Funding means it may be 20% funding, it may be 50% funding, something like that. Very few instances they are giving 100% funding, 100%. And some instances they are allowing you to work on teaching assistant they are going to pay some money actually. That is going to be happen depending upon your academic background and your university. That's one. And Indian students safe states in USA. In Indian students safe states in USA is That means, I because long time back I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. After that I went to California. After that I'm in Connecticut for last 10 to 12 years. So I'm in New Jersey. So that depending upon that, because if you consider about India is a safe country, no, no. But whereas coming back to that means here we need to take care about our precautions. That's the more important. That is the reason I'm telling you do's and don'ts in America. What we need to do, what we don't want to do, those type of things. Particularly for most of our students is this East Coast or West Coast. East Coast or West Coast is so many people are there itself. That's what it is. I don't want to say this state is not a safe state. This state is. We need to take our precautions. That's the more important. That's the one thing is. Other than that, America is the safest country. If you see the worldwide rankings, what is the rank for America and what is the rank for India? Now you understand. Probably best states is like Finland and Australia and New Zealand. After that, seventh or eighth place in US, India is where it is. You know that. So that is that definitely America is a great country and definitely is a safe country. Very few instances are there. That is the problem with them actually. The problem with them. Other than that, absolutely America is a great country. It's a safe country. Hello. Oh, what's that one? Any other questions? Suresh Garu, are you able to hear me?
Good morning, Dr. Venkat garu. Lately, I've seen your message and
Okay.
just now joined eagerly.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Hope I have missed a lot of good information and hope to hear from you again later.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to put this session for a couple of weeks. Next week also we want to schedule this meeting. Because of a lot of times the students they don't know what is good university, good institute. That's the first step is. And suppose you are
True,
a
sir.
college principal, like a lot of pharmacy student wants to come to, particularly for US. How they are going to success? That is the more challenging part. Unfortunate thing is they are spending almost 60 to 70 lakhs of rupees. Finally, what they are going to do is and also when the Trump is came into the picture, his intention is he want to clean up the illegals first of all. So if those who wants to do some illegal job, I am encouraging don't come to US. Don't come to US first of all. If you are really work hard, you got a good scores, then you are coming into US, as US is a land of opportunities. This is what exactly I saw. So many videos are coming. Oh, Trump is like a monster. Trump is an American president. American president is making benefit or favor to Americans, not Indians. Not Indians. Indians is not at all targeted across the globe. He has a very big plans to deport a lot of people. I don't want the students in the trouble. That is the reason I want to educate. Hey, if you want to come to US, these are all the precautions you need to take. You need to take these precautions. You need to work hard. Then you need to come down. For that case, I want to talk to even parents also, and we want to explain them. Hey, these are all the things is required. Okay. Any other questions? So if we don't have any other questions, absolutely is fine. Probably next week also we want to schedule this type of meeting. Then you can ask your parents to join this meeting, and definitely we will help them. We don't. I'm telling you again. One word is we are not going to do any unethical things. First of all, very clear on that side. We are not going to do any unethical things. First, very clear. We are making your education into quality education. The another meaning of real happiness is quality education. A lot of people knows personally also. Just now I spoke to Professor Suresh Gaur, is a principal at Pharmacy College, and other people. So they know me like almost last 20 years. So that means everybody knows about my approach. So if you want to get a correct advices, particularly for this area, you can please talk to us. Definitely, we will go from there. Just now, I think Swapna's send a, feedback form. Can you please fill that feedback form with your comments? Definitely, we will help you. Thank you. Thanks very much, all of you. Thank you, sir. Thanks very much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Bye bye.
Chanakya Educational Hub, where dreams take flight and become reality. Please subscribe our channel for more updates and interesting facts about quality education.